Sports Show with Matt Fernandez on Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. Now, here's Matt.
America, this is for you. What are you guys laughing? It's a very special edition of the Inland Sports Show as we salute the Stars and Stripes, the red, white, and blue. We're going to talk about Olympians from the good old USA as they've already punched their ticket to Rio, or maybe they're on the verge, or maybe they didn't do it last night. We're going to talk about inland area athletes trying to make it to the 2016 Summer Olympics right here on the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio 1350 AM. Plus, we are live and amplified around the world right now on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. So we'll talk Olympics. We'll also talk America's pastime. What's America's pastime?
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse, yes! No, baseball, and also history made last night because Kelsie Whitmore from Temecula Valley High School signed a professional baseball contract with the Sonoma Stompers. Played her first game last night in left field. Kelsie will talk to us live coming up at 11:30. I saw some of the pictures from up there. It was a media circus up there in Sonoma, as you might expect. Two female baseball players playing in a professional league for the first time since the 1950s.
So the promotion worked.
It did. They got fans in the stands, tons of media talking about it like us. So we're going to talk to Kelsie live coming up at 11:30. So we got USA Olympics. We've got America's pastime. We're talking Independence Day. What are we missing here? Does anyone know what we're missing here? It's 4th of July. Okay, we're missing fireworks. What's the other thing we're missing, Jeff? Hot dogs! Jeff, I'm glad you brought that up because guess what? Today, on this show, in the third segment, we will have the first annual inaugural maiden voyage of the Inland Sports Independence Day Hot Dog Eating Contest right here in studio.
That sounds horrible.
What'd you say, Mason?
I didn't say anything.
Come on, step up. Come on, you can talk. Come on, step up. I know you like to talk.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
That sounds horrible. Well, here's the problem, because obviously I can't do it. I mean, who am I going to pass the steering wheel off to, right?
Yeah, of course.
So we're going to need between 2 and 4 participants.
I'm out.
It's the Inland Sports Hot Dog Eating Contest. There is no prize, but I do have Inland Sports bibs that you will be wearing as you're eating the hot dogs. So I want you guys to talk it over. Gorham Zink, you're eligible. You have not used up your eligibility, so you can do this as well. I've got hot dogs right over here. They're hidden. I didn't want you guys to smell them. I didn't want to tip you off.
Are they cooked? They win a free meal. Come on.
Yeah, maybe I'll take you out to lunch.
Are they cooked, Pep?
They are cooked.
Okay.
Yeah, they are cooked.
That changes the game.
So the way I think we'll do it is, how many can you eat in a minute? It depends if we only have 2 or if we have 4. We might have to change and fudge the rules a little bit.
I'm slowly.
I have to go on the DL.
Really?
I'm already there.
You're already there?
They're interns. They have to.
Yeah, the sodium level intake.
It's actually,
right now.
I think it is a thing where the intern should actually be taking the bullet here. I mean, you got to earn your keep.
Well,
There better be a bucket close, because
first let's say, is there any volunteers?
I'll go.
Look at
Drew's
that.
gonna do it! Drew's doing it!
He's automatically the number 1 seed.
Drew's the number 1
yeah, I'll
seed.
do it. I didn't have a big breakfast, so
Jonathan, the newest intern.
hot dogs
I'm
for
still
breakfast.
out.
Oh, Mason, come on.
Wait, you gonna do it, Cam?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, let's do it. We got Cam, Drew, and Jonathan, our newest intern.
Now,
We're gonna do the hot dog eating contest.
will there be style points?
I don't think so.
So it's just devour.
I think we're gonna. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put 8 hot dogs in front of each of them.
8 hot dogs in a minute.
Hold on.
I mean, one
Joey Chestnut.
8 hot dogs a minute.
So here's what we're gonna do. You've got 60 seconds. Whoever eats the most hot dogs, you don't have to eat all 8. Whoever eats the most hot dogs in 60 seconds, or, I mean, I don't know, Jonathan could be a big eater. He's a tall guy. Maybe he plows through all 8 in 60 seconds.
I'll tell you what.
Before we start.
I'll tell you what. I will throw in a grand prize.
Yes.
$50 to the winner.
Are you serious?
I will throw down $50, but it's got to be legit.
Okay.
Like real hot dog eating.
Now, let me just say this. I'm going to have to smuggle this money out of my bank account, so you will get it next week, but I guarantee
I'm definitely still out.
All right, so it's Cam, Drew, and Jonathan.
$50 first prize.
All right, so that'll be coming up in the third segment. So if you're watching us live and amplified on the Inland Sports YouTube channel, you probably want to check that out. It's third segment.
I gotta go
Do we want to
clear
see
my
if any of our
stomach out
sponsors
real
want to
fast.
send their sons down here to win some money?
I know, maybe we should, right?
I mean, there's a couple
I didn't know
Naviganos
there's
that might want to eat a
$50
couple
bucks involved. But it's all brought to you by Adrenaline Athletic Training. You guys can go hit that place up after you eat the hot dogs and work it off, I guess, down there. I'm sure Leonard Russell will put you through some drills and, try to lose some of the
What's that,
pounds.
Jeff? What you're going to double the $50 to $100
Is that what
prize?
Jeff just
Did
said?
you hear that? He's up in the prize.
I'm up in prize by pennies.
By pennies?
Oh, so we give him a bag of pennies?
Big bag of
I can give him $50 in pennies.
$50 pennies.
Actually, that's a great idea. That is a great
Show up with
idea.
A satchel of pennies.
Man, you really sweetened the deal there, didn't you?
Yeah.
So it's brought to you by Adrenaline. AdrenalineAthletic.com is the website. Spoiled, quick, quality oil change. It's in the name. It's hot out there. Keep your car going strong. Like these guys plowing through hot dogs in the third segment. So we appreciate their support. And Remax Advantage. Nobody sells more real estate. Nobody. 909-307-5665 is the phone number, offering full service real estate along with escrow and loans. Go to remaxadvantage.me. So you guys can game plan about the hot dog eating contests throughout the show. But right now we're going to talk Olympics, because this is the big inland sports spectacular as we salute Independence Day coming up on Monday, right? It's coming up on Monday. We've got a lot of U.S. Olympians having already qualified for the 2016 Summer Games in Rio, and a handful of others that are on the fringe, I guess you could say, or maybe they didn't do it. And that's where we're going to start, because Tyler Clary won gold in the 2012 London Olympics in the 200 backstroke, finished third last night. And we were all geeked because we were going to try to line up Tyler Clary for this show today, assuming he was just going to punch his ticket right to Rio and defend his gold medal. Yeah, man, I was surprised. But he said, he's gone on the record and said after this Olympics, he's turning his attention to NASCAR. Zink, do you think he'll really do that?
I'm going to say yes, because he's talked about it a ton. I wish him well, but I don't know how that'll end.
Doing NASCAR? I mean, I know he's really into auto racing, right? I mean, he's
Right, and he was in the Long Beach Grand Prix several times, and he claims that he races really well. He's really good at car. Who knows? But I tell you, that's a tough field to break into if you've never done it before.
So Tyler Clary not going back to the Olympics, kind of a shock. But Sarah Hammer from Temecula, Chaparral High School, her third Olympic Games. She's already a multi-medal winner. She had a silver in an individual event in cycling in 2012. She had a team silver as well. So Sarah Hammer going to her third Olympics for cycling. So that's pretty cool.
Well, and you've also got Brenda Martinez, who's moved on to the finals for the 800 meters.
We'll get the track.
Oh, sorry.
We'll get the track.
Oh.
We're still talking about Olympians who've already qualified. So Sarah Hammer's qualified. Another Sarah Robles from San Jacinto, the weightlifter. She actually went to the games in 2012 as well. She finished in 7th place in the heavyweight division. So she's already qualified going back to the Rio Games 2016. Taylor Sander, men's volleyball, USA. So from Norco High School, Taylor Sander earned a spot on Team USA at the Olympics. Michael Norman, as we switch now to track, he has the 400 and the 200. Now, he's already well decorated for being at the high school level. So Michael Norman from Vista Marietta High School, back-to-back Gatorade National Athlete of the Year, back-to-back state champion, the 200 and 400 meters. But last night in the 200, he did not even qualify to go into the semifinals. He was close. He was right there.
And ran a 46 plus.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like maybe the big stage got to him.
Well, we knew there's a lot of great athletes. I know there was a lot of hype going into this, like, oh my gosh, Michael Norman, he's so fast, he's going to make the Olympics. But realistically, I mean, you've talked to Coley Candell. Realistically, there's so many great runners out there. Although Michael Norman is a stud, and I'm sure one day he will be in the Olympics, it just might not be this year.
Right, and he, as a junior, he's one of the top juniors. He showed that last weekend. I mean, he has nothing to be ashamed of. An amazing season for anybody who's a high school student. And he will, he'll be in a couple more cycles of the Olympics, and he'll probably be that guy in the 400. I suspect he's going to be like Michael Johnson, where he'll be dominating in the 400 and the 200.
I think so. So that was the 200. He did not qualify. He does have the 400. Or I'm sorry, the 400 was that. He has the 200 coming up on Thursday. So Thursday would be like the first round. Friday the semis. Saturday would be the finals if he advanced all the way through. But still, I mean, the kid just graduated from high school. We're going to be talking about this guy for a long, long time.
Two-time National Gatorade Male Track Athlete of the Year. So, I mean, he's done it twice. He's the state Gatorade Athlete of the Year in track and field. I mean, really outstanding. I mean, you know Coley. Coley had him peaking for the juniors in this, so
Yeah.
he's at his peak. But man, you get on that big a stage, I'm sure there's a little bit of fright.
I just feel bad for him because there was a lot of hype saying, oh my gosh, this kid's in high school. He's going to go to the Olympics. He's so good. And that's all great. He is really good. But like we said, we've talked to Coley, and realistically, it's like, yeah, he's got a shot, but he's kind of on the outside looking in. He's not one of the favorites going into the Olympic trials, but he is a stud. So that's Michael Norman. The lady you were talking about, who
Brenda Martinez
out of UCR, right?
Yeah, and she qualified for the final in the 800, and she's one who trains up in Big Bear with her husband, and they've got other people that are. I mean, she got rejected coming out of college by a lot of bigger track programs that get you ready for the Olympics, and she and her husband basically been freelancing themselves doing it and helping others do that. And she's a great athlete. She was great in college, and I would imagine she's going to make it into the Olympics.
Well, there's several local inland area athletes right now at the Olympic trials in Eugene, Oregon. We will definitely keep you up to date on how they're doing, because I know there's Rachel McCoy. She's a high jumper. There's a discus throw out of North High School. I mean, there's several that we're keeping an eye on up there.
And another
Eugene.
and another high jumper from North, Lowe. I think that's her name now. She used to be, darn it, I can't think of it. It was in the paper, but yeah. There's another high jump.
So there's a bunch, yeah. There's a bunch up there, and the Olympic trials for track and field run through next weekend. So there's still a ton of events, going on up there in Eugene. But let's switch gears to golf now. Ricky Fowler, and Zick, I asked you this because you're the resident golf guy on the show. Somehow they have this concoction of, you get so many points based on this and that, and that's how you qualify for the Olympics in golf. So Ricky Fowler did qualify, but like a lot of other Olympians, he's not sure he wants to go to Rio de Janeiro.
Well, I mean, think about golf. Your legacy in golf is not going to be made by getting a gold medal in the Olympics. You're winning majors, and golfers make, I mean, a good golfer like Ricky will make $30 million in a year. You want to jeopardize your career with the various things that are going on. I mean, beyond Zika, I mean, just being down in Rio de Janeiro seems to be a dangerous thing for athletes. There's been athletes attacked and beat up and robbed. I mean, I think there was a Paralympic athlete who actually was robbed. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that would probably make you want to just not go. But for a professional golfer, they got bigger fish to fry. I mean, golf would be great if you just go down there, play on the links, have some fun, whatever. But it's kind of that whole, everyone's afraid of this Zika virus. Are you?
No, I'm not worried about it, just because my head's already shrunken enough. So,
I could use a little shrinking myself. But it's something for professional golfers. It sounds like a great thing to do if you can do it, but I don't think it's on the front burner for anybody.
It's a huge honor, and I'm sure Ricky's thrilled to even qualify for the Olympics. But yeah, he's not the only one. There's a ton of athletes that are really doing their homework, trying to decide is it worth it to go to the Olympics with the threat of the Zika virus and the mosquitoes down there and whatnot. So we'll have to keep an eye on Ricky Fowler. Kawhi Leonard could have played on Team USA for basketball, right?
He didn't want to miss his basketball camp next month.
He's got a basketball camp in Moreno Valley, right?
Yeah, yep.
And he is the pride of San Diego State and, of course, King High School. Jeff Gorham, our resident basketball expert and official, he's part of the Inland Sports family now. You were with San Diego State basketball all week long and Steve Fisher, right?
I was. It was I took Tim Hatch down there last week.
You took Tim Hatch?
We went down
Did
together.
you have to, or did he invite himself?
He hid in my trunk. So he was there, but no, we had a great
Stowaway.
Yeah, he was a stowaway hanging out at San Diego State. Got to spend some time with Fisher and saw the team practicing a little bit and their one-on-one workouts and then their team workouts, which are allowed 5 hours a week. So the campers all got a chance to see the new team coming in, the new practice facility, and talked about Kawhi Leonard and his decision. His decision to stay home was mainly just to rest. He's put a lot of minutes in the last couple of years, and he just needed some time to rest.
Because really, like, when you're picking Team USA, he was kind of a no-brainer. Like, okay, Kawhi Leonard's got a spot. He wasn't one of those guys on the bubble. I mean, he had a spot if he wanted it.
Yeah, and they talked about it. I think it was just the minutes put on the legs the last 2 years, and then adding to it, and then trying to rebuild what they did, last year. They ran out of gas at the end of the year, so he wants to be fresh, I think, coming into the season this year.
Yeah, I think if San Antonio would have finished better, maybe it would have changed his mind. But he's like, man, you know what? I probably need the extra rest or maybe a little extra practice here and there because I don't want to come up short again. I mean, they were right there. Outside of Golden State during the regular season, San Antonio was right there. Everyone was talking about Golden State, but San Antonio was having really just as good as a year.
And now there's the questions of Tim Duncan coming back or not. And so you figure he's going to have to put a lot more pressure on him every year he's playing it. he's going to get better and better, and more pressure is going to be added to him, especially without Tim Duncan.
Is he the poster boy of San Diego State? Like, do you go down there? Is there Kawhi Leonard stuff all over the place?
It is Marshall Faulk for football.
Sure.
Tony Gwynn for baseball. Kawhi Leonard for basketball.
It's got to be, right?
It is, and he's all over the new practice facility. Big pictures of him. A couple little Michael Cage pictures in there, but mainly it's Kawhi Leonard.
And for these young interns who might not know, you discovered Kawhi Leonard. Is that fair to say?
I wouldn't just say I discovered him. I sent him in the direction
of Steve Fisher.
As well as another local guy, Marcus Slaughter, was another great player out of North High School. There's a couple guys locally that have just kind of been overseen. And so I said, hey, Coach Fisher, take a look at these guys, and both of them, ended up working out for him.
So now he probably actually values what you have to say, because
I don't know if he values anything I say, but he's always been very, very complimentary, towards the Inland Empire basketball and so forth. So
some good hoops out here.
Great hoops. I think the best in the whole country, actually. People can say what they want, but the Inland Empire high school basketball is the best.
All right, so let's wrap up our Olympic coverage here, because we got to save time for the hot dog eating contest, right, in segment 3. And then we've got Kelsie Whitmore coming up as well.
It's only a minute long. We're good.
We can stretch it out, Mason, if you want to do it. I mean, we can make it a 5-minute hot dog eating contest.
You're putting 8.
I don't know if I have enough hot dogs.
Now, is this with a fork and knife?
No, but with a bib.
Are there the buns?
There's no buns.
Oh, that changes everything.
I threw a curveball. No
That's
buns.
different.
Wow.
Okay.
You got any gluten-free in here? We're all good. There's no buns. So
Are they cooked?
they're cooked.
Okay, good.
So
I don't believe that for 1 second, honestly.
what?
That they're cooked.
They are cooked. So
Steamed.
So last night, I was getting ready to go to bed. I'm like, man, I gotta cook those hot dogs. I was gonna cook them, just like eat them up in the morning. My wife said, "No, what? I'll get up. I'll cook all the hot dogs for you." So
wow.
gotta give a shout out to my
She's
wife.
the real MVP.
Shout out,
Yeah,
Tara.
she's the real MVP. Yeah.
Awesome.
But she was like grilling them
On
up,
that note,
and like in the skillet, and they looked all weird looking. And I'm like, all right, well I don't have to eat them. It's gonna be those guys. So great.
I'm still out.
You're still out. That didn't help.
Didn't help at all.
Okay. All right. Finally, if you want to check out some Olympians right now at RCC, I did yesterday. It's the American duet of synchronized swimming. Maria Koroleva and Anita Alvarez. Remember those names, household names right now in the United States.
I was really looking forward to seeing those women in studio today. I came dressed to the nines just to see them.
Jeff, I tried, but we're like a month away from the Olympics. They are focused. They said, you know what? They have to prioritize their time. And as popular and as big time as the Inland Sports Show is, right now it's all about Rio.
and their Hungarian coach was leather-bound and unwilling to let them go.
She was very nice. I talked to her, and if you want to check out Team USA, there's actually a big synchronized swimming. It's called the America Open on July 14th through the 16th at RCC. They'll be practicing their Olympic routine at this competition to get ready for the Rio de Janeiro Games. So,
Is Martin Short in that? Didn't he do a nice Olympic routine?
Yes,
I think on SNL, wasn't he?
one
On
of the-
Saturday Night Live
Didn't he?
back in the day.
Fantastic. I thought it was very professional.
He and Harry Shearer.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. But on a serious note, it's tough. Like, it looks strenuous. It looks grueling. So I'm a fan of Maria and Anita now. Team USA, they're training right now at RCC. You can go check them out. And the America Open coming up July 14th at Riverside City College. When we come back, talk a little baseball. We got Kelsie Whitmore checking in. Just made her professional debut last night with the Sonoma Stompers. And then once again, the hot dog eating contest. First annual, our maiden voyage, coming up in the third segment. That's coming up on the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Every sport that we offer here, the performance training is definitely specific to what they need. A lot of people actually come in here for the performance training, and also we have our travel ball program with our softball and baseball teams. Our performance training definitely to get quicker, stronger, faster.
We focus on the cut.
Here's your bibs. Here's your juicy
Welcome
bibs.
back to a very special Independence Day edition of the Inland Sports Show. I'm Pep Fernandez. We appreciate you joining us. I hope you're watching us live and amplified around the world on our channel on YouTube, because coming up we have our hot dog eating contest. We've sorted it all out. We've got Cam, and we've got Drew, and our newest intern, Jonathan, which we'll get to meet him a little bit as well as we progress through the show. It's all brought to you by Adrenaline Athletic Training. AdrenalineAthletic.com is the website. Spoiled, quick, quality oil change. And of course, Remax Advantage. Nobody sells more real estate than our good friends at Remax. A couple of little baseball notes as we kind of gear up for Kelsie Whitmore coming up in a couple of minutes, live from Sonoma County. Shout out to Santiago's Chance Cisco playing in the Futures game, July 10th at Petco Park. If you're saying, well, what's the Futures game? They take all the minor league teams. Doesn't matter what level it is. They take all the top prospects. They put you in an all-star game called the Futures game, where they're the same location as the Major League Baseball All-Star game, and it's like America against the world. So Chance Cisco, a catcher from Santiago in the Baltimore Orioles organization, selected for the Futures game. That's a big deal.
And it's in San Diego this year, which will be nice because his family and friends can all go down there and check him out.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a huge accomplishment. They're basically saying, you're one of the best minor leaguers. You're on the fast track to the major leagues and could be a Major League All-Star as well. So Chance Cisco, shout out to him. Hyunjin Ryu pitched for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes last night. Actually looked pretty good. He's had some rough outings, but he's looked good of late. 6 innings last night to gave up just 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks.
I suggested that you go out there. Did you get out there?
No, I did not go last night. I was cooking hot dogs. Or thinking about cooking hot dogs. Telling my wife to cook hot dogs.
You were trying to make your wife cook hot dogs without letting her know you want her to cook the hot dogs.
You are exactly right. No, actually, I was going to. And she's like, because I was like, I'm just going to boil them. And she's like, you can't boil. Nah, you don't want to boil hot dogs. She's like, that's a bad idea.
Why?
That's how I cook my hot dogs when I'm
Really?
home.
She's like, no. She's like, put them in a pan and like at least fry them or grill them up.
Lady Pep sounds very, very nice. I just would have boiled them.
Way too nice. She's way too nice. But
I think boiling would have made it more awkward. They just had this kind of...
They kind of had like a weird look and
gummy,
color to them.
pale look to them.
Of course.
It was just not a good
Now, these aren't Nathan's hot dogs. Are we going to promote what hot dogs
No,
these are?
I don't remember the brand. I do know there are some turkey dogs in the mix.
So they're Winco brand.
Did you put like a toothpick in one of them so whoever gets a toothpick has to clean it up?
No. I did, being the cheap self that I am, I told my wife, wait, those are some of those turkey hot dogs. Those are good. Those are expensive. She's like, well, I don't want to go to the store. We got to use them, so.
I don't want to go.
I'm just surprised Pep had that many hot dogs at home.
I'm envisioning him going to the freezer to grab 3 packs of hot dogs, and then she says, "Oh, we got some turkey dogs too."
Throw some in the mix.
Am I wrong?
We had 2 packs of regular hot dogs, and then the turkey ones, which I really like. They just taste better. And I was like, oh no, we're using the turkey dogs? She's like, yeah, unless you want to go to the store. I'm not going to the store. And I'm like, nope, cook them up. Here we go.
When you live out in the hinterland like that, the store is a way to go.
We have to go into town to get the hot dogs. So, speaking of the Quakes and Ryu last night, remember he's eligible to come off the disabled list and end his rehab assignment on Monday, so we could see him as early as Monday for the Dodgers, which desperately need some pitching help right now, especially in the starting rotation. But back to the Quakes, our brawl video went viral.
Awesome video.
I'm glad you're getting back to this because I got a couple points here, but
Well, I just want to say this. We've got over 300,000 views on our brawl video, which is awesome for our sponsors like Adrenaline and Remax and Spoiled, because they just had more than 300,000 views.
impressions.
Yes.
They are impressions, every
Yes.
one of them.
So that's big time. So if you're not advertising with Inland Sports, you just missed it. But I'm sure we'll have another one go viral soon. Yes, Jim?
You were on the news, I believe. I saw.
Yes, Channel 5.
Channel 5,
Yeah.
KTLA, my favorite news. I said, look, there's Pep's video right there.
Can you
With
believe
the
that?
Inland Sports logo.
Yeah.
KTLA, Los Angeles Times, CBS Sports, Yahoo Sports, it was everywhere. And the Inland Sports logo and our sponsors. I mean, it was amazing.
All thanks to our.
Yeah, that was the point I want to bring up.
Yeah, go
Again,
ahead.
last week, you lambasted this kid. I mean, he
Who,
did a great
Greg?
thing.
Yeah.
He was
you
asking
were
for
all
it.
over him about this, about how I went out there and, he got, now it's up to 300,000. Isn't there some
It's like
type
320,000,
Isn't there
but-
some type of bonus we should be giving him, Pep?
Yeah, I think Jeff said he was going to give him $50, wasn't he?
$50 in pennies. Shillings.
You're going to give him a used DVD collection. No, I'm serious. I mean, come on. He went above and beyond. And because of him, we got that. And so I really think we need to do something nice for Greg. Maybe we take a week, think about it, come back next week, and present him with whatever we want to present him with. And I don't think it should
That's
be
a
a
good
bib.
point.
I don't think it should be a bib. I don't think it should be a cheap button-down shirt. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
Let's do something nice for him.
Maybe some kicks or something. I don't know. Maybe an old pair of Pep's shoes. I don't
Pep
know.
gets free shoes all the time.
I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, you got friends over at Ken's.
Yeah,
They could probably
Sporting Goods.
They
Maybe
could probably.
if they're listening right now, maybe they can help our
I mean,
boy Greg out.
yeah, really. I mean, Greg. It's not fair that Greg do all this hard work and not get rewarded for it.
You know what? You guys were definitely right. I'm going to say I was wrong. Last week, I went home. I did some serious soul searching. I looked deep inside, and I'm like, you're right. I came in here, and I was ready to. I came out swinging on Greg, and it wasn't fair. But right now, we'll talk about that in a second, because right now we've got to go straight to the Remax Advantage Celebrity Hotline, because she is making history, and we couldn't be more thrilled to have her on the show right now. It's Kelsie Whitmore of the Sonoma Stompers. Kelsie, thank you for calling the Inland Sports Show. We really appreciate it. There's so much to talk about, but first off, has it been like a whirlwind? Is it just like been a circus up there in Sonoma for you?
Yes, it really has been. It's been pretty crazy and hectic with many awesome media and people coming up and congratulating me. It's definitely something that I'm very excited and proud to be a part of. And it's been a little overwhelming, but it's really been really fun out here so far.
We're talking with Kelsie Whitmore from Temecula Valley High School, just signed with the Sonoma Stompers, an independent professional baseball team. And Kelsie, you played last night, 5 innings in left field, I think it was. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And what was it like just taking the diamond for the very first time, and maybe outside of all the media and the hoopla around the game, but actually just being out there and being able to play baseball and knowing that you were doing something so significant and a pioneer? I mean, there hasn't been women baseball players, now a co-ed baseball league, I guess they're calling it, since the 1950s. I mean, what did you think?
It was amazing. It felt like any other baseball game to me. At the end of the game, it felt like any regular baseball game to me. And until afterwards, it actually hit me like, wow, I just had my first pro game, and it was really exciting. In the game, I was really focused and trying to just get better and focus every inning and just mentally be ready for whatever comes to me. And it was exciting because it was something new, like pro ball. Like I've never done it, and it was my first time. And so now I can actually say like I've accomplished something, and I can't wait to do more of it and to just get better at my game.
So Kelsie, when you signed this professional contract, did you know how much media attention and publicity this was going to get, or were you kind of surprised when you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this many people care about this?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't. I knew people would would say things, and I knew that it would be posted places, but I didn't know it'd get this wide and to this many people. It was on ESPN, Sports Center. It was on. I saw myself. I was at a restaurant and I end up seeing myself on TV. Like, that was crazy. Like, I mean, that's never happened to me before. And so it was definitely a little shocking to see how out there it got. But it's cool because women's baseball is getting bigger, and I feel like this is going to help it be more, out there and more known. And so, like the media is. I've never been in front of this much media. I've been in front of more people before in my life, playing-wise, but yeah, this is definitely a great experience, and I enjoyed every bit of it.
We're talking with Kelsie Whitmore of Temecula Valley High School, and of course of the Sonoma Stompers, now professional independent baseball. Kelsie, how did this all come about? Because I read somewhere that you were actually at a Team USA. You play on the women's national team for baseball. That you were at some Team USA event, and they contacted you, right? Or how did it all kind of come together?
It actually started with Justine Siegel. She came in contact with me and asked me if I would be interested in playing on an independent professional baseball team. And there was no hesitation. I right away said yes, like, of course. I had Theo, who's the general manager of the team. He came and he contacted me. Joe Castellano, who's a radio announcer, he came and he talked to me as well. And so we just we all got in contact and figured things out of the dates and the times and everything, and it just ended up working out.
Now, this is a team, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is a professional baseball team that's owned by Francis Ford Coppola?
Correct, yes.
So he's very innovative, right? Like, he likes to do things like this to promote baseball and expand the game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he wants to promote women in baseball and in sports, and he's definitely a supporter, and so he wanted there to be a co-ed baseball, like professional baseball. He questioned why isn't there girls playing baseball and having the opportunity. So he asked the Sonoma Stompers to find girls and give them the opportunity. And now I'm here and I'm getting that opportunity and I'm grateful for it.
So you will be at Cal State Fullerton to play softball, but I think it begs the question, now that you have some professional experience, that what's it going to take to maybe see Kelsie Whitmore in the big leagues one day, or maybe it's Jade Gortara, your dear friend. I mean, what's it going to take for the first female baseball player to make it all the way to the major leagues? Do you think we're really not that far off?
I think the more girls that get the opportunity and get the looks and get the work in will create more chance of that to come true and to happen. I believe it is possible, and just like I said, with more girls having more opportunities, we'll rise for that to happen, for a girl to be in the major leagues. And so, yes, I believe it's possible. That's definitely one of my goals that I dream about and I want to keep going with. As girls get to the next level, that's what helps getting to the next level and being able to get those opportunities out there. And so I do believe it is possible, and one day will happen.
Hey, Kelsie, how many autographs did you sign last night or take pictures with people?
Too many to count. It was a lot.
Was it fun, though? Did you know that, obviously you're a trailblazer in this, and it hasn't been done in a long, long time. So were you kind of proud that you're kind of leading that charge, of women in professional baseball?
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. I'm honored for it. I hope that younger girls can look up to me and think, okay, if she can do it, then I can do it. Then they'll have someone that they can look up to and that inspires them. Like, I want that for younger girls, because when I was younger, I never really had anyone like that. So I hope to change a lot of people's lives and opinions and in a great way. And so, yeah, I hope it makes a big impact.
This is Jeff Gorham. I had a question for her. I had something to tell you, I should say. Last night we saw you on Sports Center. My wife and I were sitting on the couch. And, my wife's not a big sports fan, but she ended up Googling your name. And she's a 35-year-old woman, and you inspired her, and I think you're going to inspire lots of young women and young girls out there. You're a trailblazer in the sense that Ann Myers Drysdale, Billie Jean King, and yourself. You've kind of taken on this trailblazing moment. Do you hope to extend that to help? Are you going to go out and speak to young girls, young ladies about reaching their goals and their dreams? Because you inspired a 35-year-old woman last night, and I imagine you've done that all across the entire country in the last 24 hours.
Yes, of course. I'd want to talk to young girls who need someone to be inspired by, and need someone that they can look up to. Growing up playing baseball, I never really had a girl that I could look up to and be like man, I want to be like her, and I want to do things that she's doing, because there weren't girls that were given the opportunity. There weren't that many girls that were in baseball, and so I want to give that for younger girls that had the same dream as me when I was younger. So definitely, I would love to be able to talk to them and be able to change their opinions, and to let them know that it's okay to keep going with it and not to be afraid.
Well, Kelsie, everyone here at Inland Sports is very excited for you. We'll certainly be following you along on ESPN and all over the internet. In fact, I tuned in and watched the game live a little bit last night on my phone. I was like, I know her. That's Kelsie Whitmore. That's so cool. So, hey, Kelsie, congratulations. Keep up the great work, and we'll stay in touch. And best of luck tonight. I guess you got another game tonight, right?
Yes, correct.
All right, Kelsie, best of luck tonight. We really appreciate you taking the time, because I know there's been a lot of media attention and people trying to get interviews with you, but we really appreciate you taking the time here on this Saturday.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you. Kelsie Whitmore of the Sonoma Stompers of Temecula Valley High School, making history. Now, there is another female baseball player on this team, so they actually signed two of them. Kelsie's one of the two, but Kelsie, being from Temecula Valley, got to show that IE pride, right?
Exactly.
So we're very excited for her and for her to do that.
So wait, catch me up. Francis Ford Coppola owns the Stompers, and he was the one who was the impetus for them wanting to go and find women to play on the team.
He's done a lot. I've read a little bit about it. He's done a lot of stuff. Like, I think they had a 67-year-old pitcher last year. He came into a game and actually did pretty well. So he's always kind of like thinking outside the box, because it is professional baseball.
Well, and he's a showman of sorts.
Yeah.
I mean, Coppola, Godfather, name the movies. I mean, he's done really great things.
Yeah, you'll have to do more homework on it, but I know he's involved. I think there's a winery involved. So, anyways, and maybe it could be a movie script.
Well, Coppola owns a vineyard called Coppola Wines.
Yeah.
So
A few of those are pretty good.
my wife likes them.
So really, you saw her on SportsCenter last night?
I did.
Why?
I was excited to come in today just to talk to her, because she really is an inspiration. It's kind of cool that it's a trailblazer from our area.
Well, and sometimes I kind of look. I think it's great, and I think that everybody should be given opportunities, regardless of whether you're going to succeed or fail. Because some of the best things you learn come out of failure, anyways.
Yes.
But the point is that I just don't want it to be that the team is taking advantage of two young women who want to have a dream to play baseball.
And kind of
to make it a promotion, and look,
yeah.
well, not even a mockery, just to make it a promotion, because minor league baseball is all about, let's play cow pie bingo and all those kinds of things, and I don't want it to be that way, because I think for her, you heard her, it's very serious information
it's the love
business.
of the game right there.
And if they're doing it for the wrong reasons, then I don't applaud them. But if they're doing it because they truly have a vision of, give them a shot, see what they can do. They can only succeed or fail on their own. I'm not going to be able to help them, but we will give them the opportunity to try succeed or fail.
And it's not like they just went on the streets and said, "Man, if we could just find a couple girls who want to play baseball." I mean, they're on Team USA.
Right.
They're a handful of the best female baseball players in the country, like Jade Gortara here from Riverside.
And I'd be curious to see if they contacted Jade, because she's like Kelsie, very good and very young.
Oh, Jade's good enough.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know. She's going to Texas to play softball. She might already be there
I'd kind of really love to hear what Jade would have to say about it too, because Kelsie took it one way. I don't know if Jade would take it that way too. I know they're both going to play softball in college, which is great.
Yeah.
And where is Kelsie going?
Cal State Fullerton.
Well, that's probably why, because she's on the West Coast, and I'm sure that that Jade is probably back in Texas trying to get herself settled and all that, so she can't really go play. But nonetheless,
pretty cool.
Great quotes, and I liked how she said that basically part of it is to inspire other young ladies to do the same.
She's leading the way.
Yep.
Okay, so we've talked Olympics, right?
Yes.
We just did baseball. That leaves hot dogs. Coming up in the third segment, the first annual. It's the maiden voyage. It's the Inland Sports Hot Dog Eating Contest. That's coming up in the third segment. You can watch it live and amplified on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We will be right back here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
That we offer here, the performance training is definitely specific to what they need. A lot of people actually come in here for the performance training, and also we have our travel ball program with our softball and baseball teams. Our performance training definitely to get quicker, stronger, faster.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so.
It's time to step your game up. It's the moment of truth on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM. It's been a good show, talking Olympics. We had Kelsie Whitmore making baseball history. And now it's just going to get real juicy. In fact, we've put on the Inland Sports bibs because it's going to get messy and juicy here in the Inland Sports studio. It's all brought to you by Adrenaline Athletic Training, Spoiled, quick quality oil change, and Remax Advantage. Nobody sells more real estate than Remax. So, it's our very big Independence Day spectacular here on the Inland Sports Show. So we've talked baseball, we talked red, white, and blue at the Olympics. So of course we've got the first annual, the maiden voyage of the hot dog eating contest. Cam, go ahead and grab that mic so we can get a little closer to you guys. We've got intern Cameron, intern Drew, and our newest intern Jonathan. They will be competing for the crown of Inland Sports hot dog eating champion. Now I see Cam's got the water. Cam, is that strategy to have a cup of water?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I just took it, for precautionary, cleansing the palate. These
now, I'll say
flavorful.
The lighter hot dogs that kind of look like they have boils on them.
Are those turkey dogs?
Those are the turkey ones. They actually taste a lot better. So if you don't mind what you're putting in your mouth,
whoa!
I would go with the turkey dogs. Boiled. They look like boils. It's like a plague. Read about it in the Bible.
Did he just say if you don't care what you put in your mouth?
Yes, I did.
I just want to make sure I heard that.
I'm trying to give him strategy. Some strategy here. Okay, so you each have. So here's the deal. We're going to give you 60 seconds to see how many hot dogs you can eat. Now, intern Mason, you're not doing it, correct? Can you carefully come into the studio, because you're going to be our official judge. Because we need someone to count.
I love this.
You're going to have to keep track. Zink, you have a paper and a pen over there,
I do.
Because we're going to need to keep track of each of their, hot dog intake, right? We're going to have to keep a running tally so we can crown a champion in the first annual Inland Sports Hot Dog Eating Contest. Jonathan, talk real loud because the microphone's far away from you. But this is your first day on the job with Inland Sports. Is it everything you really dreamed of, or is it kind of different than what you expected here?
No, and more. You have variety. Normally, most radio programs you go in, they only have one type of hot dog. You have two.
Yeah.
Therefore, I think you beat out most programs.
You know what? We like to get to the line and call the audible and just really try to mix it up for you guys. So,
Pep, it's not every day that you have a first-day intern actually complimenting your hot dog usage.
Exactly. I do question how they were cooked because I've never seen hot dogs that look like. But I mean,
it's a new innovative way.
Okay.
Makes them really juicy and tasty.
Yeah.
She actually, to tell you the truth, that Mrs. Pep used a taser to actually get
Three shots.
15,000 volts of electricity coursing through them.
She's the one that cooked them like that. I was like,
I'm
man,
going this way.
it looks, because we usually just grill them. And she's like, man, this way looks kind of weird. It looks like they have boiled. She's the one that said it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But you know what? They probably taste the same. So
Probably.
So wait, so let me ask
I'll
you
let
guys,
you know how it tastes.
and I'll let you all chime in. Is your what I want to hear each of your strategy going into this, and we'll go left to right. So Cameron, I just want to know what your strategy is. Is it leave the turkey dogs for last? Is it pile like 2 or 3 in your mouth at once?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the turkey dogs for last.
Okay.
And if they want to go ahead and take those out of the way, they can do them. I'm gonna try to go for the regular hot dogs.
Okay.
And we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
He's a beef guy.
Drew, that's what I've heard. Drew, well, what's your strategy?
My strategy is getting a free meal here, so I'll take my time, slow and steady.
So you don't have to eat lunch today because you're good, right?
Yeah.
And you might win 50 bucks, right, Zink?
Maybe
$50. We said that.
Okay.
As soon as I can embezzle it out of my bank account, we'll be here next weekend.
Okay.
maybe the other guys will choke or throw up or something.
If one of them starts choking, will you just keep going, or will you help them?
I'll give them the highlight.
It's for the $50.
He's got to keep
If
going.
that wasn't put in, I would help.
I'm trying to figure out why there are no condiments.
There's no bread either.
I know, but at least a little a dip of ketchup, maybe. I mean,
That would have been nice.
it would have been nice, huh, Cameron? I mean, you.
But he would have
really?
been spoiling us.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
And finally, Jonathan, what's your strategy to win this?
Well, I had hot dogs in my eggs this morning already, so it's kind of like a scouting report. But so I know what I'm getting myself into. But also probably this right here.
You got a trash can ready?
Yeah.
Now, intern Mason's going to be the official judge. You got to make sure they're actually eating the hot dogs, and also how many. Okay?
Okay.
Can you got that?
I don't
And
think
Zink,
it's fake not eating a hot dog.
Well, I'm going to try and keep track of how many there are. I'm going to watch them. I got 3 columns. I got the JDC columns, and we'll get them in there. And you have to clean up your own mess, though. Don't think that Jeff or myself is going to clean that junk up.
Okay. I'm gonna make a mess.
Yeah, take the trash can outside. I don't want to.
yeah, we got the trash can ready. Okay, so
It's on film.
Greg, I've got
Throw up. Throw up.
you guys. You won't be able to hear it, but I got the American patriotic music queued up. We've got the hot dogs out. They've got the Inland Sports bibs on, and we've got a towel that says "Party Like It's 1776."
I put my headphones back on because I want the full feel of
full
this.
effect.
Yes.
If he's paying $50, he needs.
All right, so let me get my phone out. I'm going to put the timer on, okay?
We're going 60 seconds, is what you
60 seconds.
8 hot dogs.
I mean, because I've only got
60 hot
24
dogs.
hot dogs here, so if anyone
No,
plows me
that
more than
doesn't
8 hot dogs in a minute, I'm going to be completely
said?
surprised.
You could have 9 hot dogs, it would be good.
All right, Greg, I'll get the music ready. All right, so you guys ready? I'm going to count you down. 3, 2, 1, go. And when I say go, you start. Deal?
Yeah.
We're all good?
I was
Okay.
at countdown. I was like, wait, why is it going?
Okay, I got the music ready. Zink's got the pen. Mason's ready, and Jeff Gorham's behind the camera. 3, 2, 1. Got to go for the beef hot dogs and not the... Go! Go, 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 go! Let's do a little play-by-play, Zink. What's the strategy?
You know, they're really slow.
Cameron's already got one.
You would think that
Wait, I want to finish it,
you
Cameron.
would actually think that they were
Finish
at
it.
a picnic, not necessarily a hot dog
I
eating
told you my
contest.
strategy pregame.
It's chew and chew. We got
I'm
Drew
done.
and
Yeah,
Jonathan have yet to
I
finish
think
a dog.
Cameron's done this
Cameron's
before.
halfway through his second.
I think Cameron's done this before.
He's got like a 3-length lead. There you go. Jonathan just got his
Taking
first
my
hot
time
dog done.
It could be like track and field, a late kick. You know, at the very end, you kick it in. And
Drew is slow and steady. He's yet to finish a
we
hot
got
dog.
40 seconds.
We
to
got
go.
Cameron with
Cameron's
2 down.
got 2 now.
Jeez.
He's got a 2-1 lead over Jonathan with Drew. Really, I mean, really, guys? Is this all it's
Yes.
bad?
The nauseous
That's a
feel kicks
starving
in immediately.
college student right there.
I said free lunch. I'm taking my time.
He's taking his time.
Maybe you should have said $55.
$50.
20 seconds. Cameron's in the lead. Oh, Zeke is in. Oh, Zeke, get the camera on Zeke. He's shoveling hot dogs in his mouth. Oh, man, this is an ugly scene. I hope you're watching this live and amplified on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. I have not seen someone plow through hot dogs like Zeke. Mason, how many is that?
That's 3.
3. How many does Cameron
I got
have?
3.
3,
I got
2, 1. That's it. The hot dog eating contest is over. Is
Zeke
Zeke wins the $50.
it really Zeke?
Zeke keeps his money. You gotta swallow it though, Zeke. You gotta swallow it.
Oh my goodness.
That's ridiculous.
Wow. Zeke came from out of nowhere. I didn't know you were actually doing it. I think Cameron was on the home stretch. He had victory in his grasp. Right there in his seconds.
3 in 20 seconds.
This is
Man.
not how I eat hot dogs.
World record.
He has got some serious hot dog
kumite.
Are you okay?
Joey Chestnut who?
You're going next plane to New York and compete tomorrow for sure.
Oh my gosh. Should we get you the trash can?
Those are the worst tasting hot dogs I think I've ever had.
Are they that bad?
French do it a little bit.
Yeah, that's just.
Zink.
Because you avoided the turkey dogs.
Yeah, I'll try a turkey dog.
They're actually not bad.
That would have been way harder to
Usually
eat.
I won.
The turkey
That
dog?
would be thicker.
Are they?
Zink was our champ.
Oh man.
Can't do that.
I can't believe that just happened. So Cameron's runner-up, right? It was
I
Cameron
owned it.
runner-up.
Yeah, he did. He
If I had the whole minute, that plate would have been gone.
Wait, so real quick, let's get a recap. So Jonathan, how many did you eat?
2.
2. Drew?
I ate a half of one.
Half.
That's weird.
Cameron?
3
And a
and
nub?
then this.
3 and a nub.
3 and yeah.
And a third.
I ate 4.
Man, so Zeke
In 20 seconds.
In 20 seconds. Wow.
By the way, it was pathetic how they were going. It was sad. An old man had to show them how to shove. Oh, wait, I shouldn't even say that. That's the wrong way. An old man had to show them
How do you eat a hot dog?
how to eat a
Or
hot dog.
4 hot dogs at once.
Tasty.
Right?
Tasty. Now, that's why I was wondering about the condiments, because I knew I was going to have to jump in, because I heard him say he was just going to take his time. That's not a hot dog eating contest. That's a picnic with no buns.
I was kind of forced into this contest.
He was 4.
That's why I said I'm out.
No,
Mason.
no.
He's not forcing me. I'm out.
So after seeing that, Mason, are you
I'm
jealous? Or are you like,
no.
man, I should have did that?
I'm so happy I'm right here.
Actually, after I put up the $50, I thought, these guys are not really earning it. I need to get that $50
I'll take that money back.
I'm going to go and take the lead.
Well, Cameron was like on the home stretch. He like went around turn 3 and then
Yeah, I was just
going
cruising.
around
I
4.
saw that I was out.
Dude, I was half a
when I was
track.
leaving,
I was
just
half. I
cruising.
was more than half a track behind him, and I think I beat you by about 4 lengths.
And you beat me by
Orleans.
a nub.
by a nub. I mean, really, because that would have been number 4, right?
That would have been number 4.
Wow.
Well, at least I got a lead for the story after right now.
Man, history was made on the show, and I'm not even talking about Kelsie Whitmore. We're talking about the first annual Inland Sports Hot Dog
Defending champ.
Contest.
That's right.
Real
Defending
quick,
champ.
Pac-12 Football Media Days coming up. Drew is going, as well as intern Erin. She's not here today, and Mason, you're like on deck, right? You're the third guy. We're trying to make it happen. So, I know you missed out on the hot dog, so we'll try to get you at Pac-12 Media Day, right?
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm trying to sweeten the deal for you as well. It's all brought to you by Adrenaline Athletic Training in Corona. AdrenalineAthletic.com is the website. I was at Adrenaline yesterday. We did a special Olympic update. Had some of the video of the synchronized swimming, so you can check that out right now on the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Spoiled, quick, quality oil change in Riverside. Bill Navigato probably has never been more proud of being on the Inland Sports Show than he is right now.
I think I hear the phone ringing. He wants to cancel
He's
his
like,
sponsorship.
I'm out of the show.
Guys, we really can't do that.
You've hit rock bottom. And Remax Advantage, 909-307-5665 is the phone number. Nobody sells more real estate than RE/MAX Advantage, offering full-service real estate along with escrows and loans. RE/MAXadvantage.me. They actually have an office up in Lake Arrowhead as well. Jonathan,
It's true.
Make sure you take. Yeah, do you know them, RE/MAX? Just say yes.
Yes,
Yeah, he
of
does.
course.
He does.
They're big up there.
They're very big. Yes, Zink.
We need to apologize to Tara because she spent a lot of time cooking hot dogs,
Yes.
and these guys meandered through them. And
Yeah.
so, on behalf of Inland Sports, I thank her for doing that, and I also apologize for the fact these are young men, and they
Yeah.
can't even do it. Really?
Well, Bear's going to get the rest of them. Bear, my big husky mix dog, he's going to have a hot dog feast.
On the Inland Sports Show, there's always a winner. This time it's Bear.
All right, thank you to Kelsie Whitmore. We appreciate it. Jeff Gorham, he's part of the family, so we don't have to really thank him anymore because he's just here now. And, of course, the interns. I'm Pep Fernandez. We'll see you next time on the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports Radio, 1350 AM.